Hi there. I'm Conor McCreery, and I am the creator of The Last Witch. It's an all ages fantasy adventure out from Boom Comics. Last Witch is about a young girl named Saoirse who finds out that she can use magic after a coven of witches destroys her village, leaving only her bratty little brother, and her cigar smoking grandmother to try to stop this coven of witches from opening a door that would lead to the destruction of the world. So Saoirse is kind of an outcast. She desperately wants to prove to people that she's special, which is why at the beginning of the story, she's willing to take up this crazy dare with another one of the young boys in the village to go deep into the forest, past where they're allowed to go, to try to find a crumbling tower where apparently witches once lived. Now, Saoirse wants to prove that she's brave, so she's going to do this no matter what. The problem is, she and this boy have chosen the one day of the year that you have to stay inside because it's the day of the year that the colic, the queen of the witches, is out. But Saoirse wants to prove what she wants to prove, so she's going to go anyways. And she does go deep into the forest, and she does find the tower, but she also finds a lot more. So I wanted to write The Last Witch because I wanted something to give to my kids that I could read them that I would also be super into. I also really wanted something that felt like some of the movies I loved when I was a kid, things like The Secret of Nim or The Dark Crystal, because those were stories that were kind of scary. And I remember watching them and not being sure that everything was going to be okay. And that intensity is what made the stories memorable. And I wanted to kind of bring that to a new generation. So this book, Fear and Fire, is out right now. That's book one. And you can get it pretty much anywhere. Book two is going to start coming out on June 18th. And so what I'm going to do over the next little while is I'm going to start to reintroduce the characters to everybody, or introduce them, as the case may be. I'm going to share with you a sneak peek of some of the art that V. Glass and Natalia Nestorenko are doing for this book. And I'm also going to let you in on my creative process. Now, I've shown this book to hundreds of students, and I can pretty much guarantee you, if you have a younger reader in your life, they're going to love this book. And if you're someone who likes a dark fairy tale, I think you might love this book. But regardless, I promise you that this is going to be the kind of story that as a parent, if your kids are like, hey, I want to read The Last Witch tonight, you're going to be like, yeah, I'm into that. So thank you very much for taking the time to listen to me, and I really look forward to talking to you guys over the next few weeks. The Last Witch. The magic is inside you, whether you like it or not.